So this painting here, let's put it up and let's talk about it. I've got a photograph of this one. By 12. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim about an inch off of this end, almost an inch off of this end, maybe get rid of that last grape, and then I'll maybe move this slightly forward to make it fit and fit the composition of an 8x10 better. Now, if you are a beginner, I mean, a pretty new beginner, leave the bowl out, paint it like that. You'll still get a wonderful, beautiful painting out of it, but you'll remove pretty much all of the difficulty. Everything in this painting is reasonably easy. Not the step where we're going to basically want to try to resolve our drawing. And the easiest way is to take some Q-tips. The cheaper the Q-tips, the better. The expensive ones are kind of fluffy. The cheap ones that you buy like at a dollar store are hard. And that's what you want, because you want to be able to remove the paint without leaving any kind of a fluff on the thing, any piece of fluff on the canvas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of place where I want these elements to be, and the way you do that is you put the most important things in first. So in this case it's going to be this orange and the bowl. Now let's talk about ellipses. This particular ellipse is going to be kind of like a football shaped ellipse because the ball's on its side. Well, they're always somewhat football shaped. I did a drawing earlier of this because I wanted to see how it would look, and I think that is kind of how I think it was going to look, this kind of ellipse with the center line coming down through there. I like to place the center line. You saw me do that first with a Q-tip and then draw the ellipse from there, okay? So, a lot of people have problems when they run into an ellipse that's this way. If it was flat on the table, most people aren't okay with that. But when you put a bowl, prop a bowl up like that, everyone starts to want to not do it right. And what happens is they have the bowl too round, so it looks like it's facing out toward us. So be careful not to do that. Keep your ellipse football shape, or if you know what rugby is, that's really a rugby ball shape, because our football, American football, has a point to the end of it, whereas a rugby is more of a rounded tips. But anyway, here's a trick. If you're having problems with ellipses, just take your canvas and turn it to where the bowl looks like it's sitting flat on a table, and then draw it. And it's much easier to do it like that than it is to try to do it at an angle, if you're having problems. So anyway, once you get an idea of where you want it to go, then I just come in here with a palette knife and I scrape off, and I'm just going to go back to transparent oxide red. And most people have a tendency to err on making their shadows a little bit too light. So I'd rather you start too dark than too light. And then over here we're going to have these guys, these slices. I'm not going to really put those in too much though. Just want to get a little sense of shadow for where they're going to be. A little bit of cad red, and I am just going to mass in this big area where these grapes are going to go. Next part of the grape, and what I like to do is take a brush that I have ran in a pencil sharpener to some points, and all you got to do is pick up a little bit of your highlight mixture that you used before for the bowl, and you just start placing where you want grapes to be. And you see that you'll almost start to see grapes magically appear palette knife, and you can pick up a little bit of white paint, mix it with a little bit of cad lemon and a little bit of yellow deep to make a real bright version of the orange color, and you can just put it on there and then create that lip and just drag it into it, and it gives it kind of a neat orange look, orange slice look. Do the same thing with that top edge, maybe pick up just a little bit of the white and the blue, and you can do that same thing here. Give it kind of a ledge, and then just maybe drop it down a little bit. Got something interesting coming on here. Just some strokes that look like leaves. And that's it. That's pretty much just a little too abrupt. Think that'd be something to get you started?